Hello, hello, hello. What's up? It's your girl Twan the Mystic, and we're here with your July 2025 pick a card. Okay. And yeah, so let's get into it. So go ahead and pick the picture or the number that you feel the most drawn to, and then go to the corresponding timestamp, and I will see you at your pile. Hello, hello, hello. Those of you that chose pile number one, let's get into your July 2025 reading. So, yeah, we're just going to see what comes up, but the intention for each pile is to see what's happening in your July regarding your personal life, your love life, your career, just anything that you can expect for July 2025. Okay. So these two cards are meant to be like the overarching theme or overarching, whatever theme of this July. Okay. So let's see. Oh, so we have celebration and we have embrace uncertainty. And it's funny because this says moon dance and this says moonlit. So it's funny because this almost looks like moonlight right here. So yeah, okay, so July 2025, maybe some of you guys are having a birthday this month, or someone else is having a birthday this month, or there could be something that you're celebrating this month. So it could be like some type of good news, some type of like positive thing that happened for you, or maybe you're having an event, or maybe there's, I don't know, like there's some type of event going on, or you're having an event, or I don't know, y'all, but there's something that's being celebrated here. There's something definitely being celebrated as far as in July. So yeah, could be a birthday, could be your friend's birthday, it could be your family person, someone in your family's birthday. It could be something like some type of good news, but I see you being very happy, but this embrace uncertainty is kind of like maybe you didn't see this coming. And it's funny because I know I my YouTube, I'm dropping a surprise, like surprises you didn't see coming reading. So maybe that will be something you might want to watch, or yeah, maybe you'll be into that reading. I don't know. But we have, yeah, celebration and embrace uncertainty. So yeah, I feel like there's something that you didn't see coming, like some type of surprise or happy thing that you don't see coming. But it could also be like, because I was saying for that, well, okay, there was different piles, so we're not gonna even get into all that. Just go watch the reading. But with this embrace uncertainty and celebration, this could also be someone surprising you. Like this could be a surprise engagement. This could be a surprise like offer. This could be a surprise, like there's some type of surprise here. Okay, let's see. What else? So 5 of Wands reverse. Okay, so I feel like if you've been experiencing a lot of like chaos or something like that, I feel like that's finally gonna be over. That's why you're celebrating. But if you've just been like, things have been a little up in the air, there's been a lot of chaos, there's been a lot of like BS happening, I feel like that's changing for the better in July. Oh, but we have 5 of Cups here. You know what's interesting with this 5 of Cups? And how it's looking right here. Well, first of all, let's just say it could be that the disappointments are over and you're getting a lot of good news and things like that. But the way how this looks, see how we have this celebration right here, but then we have this person that's looking on this way at this person. So I feel like there's gonna be some, you're gonna be doing a lot of like celebrating, or a lot of yeah, a lot of amazing things are going to be happening. And I feel like there's going to be some people that are haters that's like kind of looking on like, dang, like, well, like how'd they get that? Or, this could be old friends, this could be an ex, this could be family members, I don't know, but there's people that's kind of like, damn. And I definitely feel like there's some people that are going to be regretting how they treated you, possibly. Yeah. So then we also have King of Pentacles. We have King of Pentacles, and then we have Judgment. They're naked on there, so we can't show that too much. So we have, yeah, King of Pentacles and Judgment. So maybe you're currently involved with the King of Pentacles. So that Cancer, I was about to say Cancer, Capricorn, Taurus. What's the other one? Virgo. How could I forget Virgo? I'm literally a Virgo. Now I forgot my own kind. Oh my goodness. Okay. So yeah, I definitely feel like there's some type of yeah, you could be involved with some type of like King of Pentacles. This could be, I mean, this could be male, female, you know, either way, but there's some type of like earth sign, I feel like, where maybe you guys are coming together or something like that. But this King of Pentacles could also just be you outside of like love, because I do feel like for a lot of you guys, there's like some type of love thing here. But outside of that, it could be something with your career where it's like you're finally making more money, you're finally having more stability. Like there's, I keep hearing finally, finally, finally. So yeah. And then this Judgment card, especially with this embrace uncertainty being right here, is making me think that like your intuition is going to be very loud or very I don't know, like kind of pushing you in a certain direction, and you could be kind of like, I mean, I don't know about this, spirit, but you're being pushed in that direction because it's leading you somewhere. You're not just yeah, it's not going to be spirit leading you to your downfall. I feel like you're being led somewhere and you don't understand how you're going to be able to make it work, but you're going to be able to make it work. Like for example, y'all, I recently moved, which I know my background still looks the same, but I actually moved. I'm just at my mom's house right now as I make this transition or whatever. But I recently moved, and it kind of just happened very suddenly. It happened very suddenly, and I wasn't sure because basically it's like I had to spend a lot of money with this move. Okay, there's a lot of money, and I didn't even know how certain shit was about to work. Okay, I didn't know how certain shit was about to work, but it just miraculously did. You know, like what's it's just, it's a lot to explain. I don't want to take away from this damn reading, but it's shit like that that's about to be happening to y'all because like I said, this shit happened so fast. I didn't expect it to happen so fast, and I didn't expect to be able to even make it happen, but my intuition was tugging me in a certain direction, and then, and I feel like that's what's happening for a lot of you guys. Like you're being pulled in a certain direction and you don't know how you're going to make it happen, but it's happening. Okay? And then also with this King of Pentacles in Judgment, I also feel like this month could be a month where you're thinking about certain investments. Like you're being called to make like wise investments and to think before you spend, think before you invest something. But I do feel like you're going to have more money, but just because you have more money doesn't mean you should like, be reckless. So yeah, I see you being like wise with your money. So we also have camera. See, reminiscing, making memories, learn from the past. So that's what I was gonna say about with the money. Like maybe you realizing like, oh, I need to budget better. Oh, I need to pay more attention to how I spend my money, or I need to get over fears I have about money. Like there's something about learning from the past when it comes to your money, but maybe just in general, especially with this Five of Wands being reversed. So with camera being here, Yeah, sorry. With camera being here, it's making me think that like, yeah, maybe you've had a lot of like conflict, a lot of just some BS that happened. And it's also even making me think of like, I don't know, people that doubted you. People that doubted you, talk shit. I don't know. I see you proving a lot of people wrong. Let's see. Let's see what else is here. Oh, look, hammer, sabotage and rebuild, persistent, working on it, repairing. So some of you guys could also be repairing your credit, but I also feel like there could be some repairs around the home, your cars getting repaired or something. There's something that's going to be needing to be repaired, but the repairs are going to be good. Oh, and then my phone just lit up. I said the repairs are going to be good. What? I meant like, you know how some shit be when you get like your car fixed or something fixed and then the some bullshit happened like the very next day. I don't know if y'all have ever experienced some shit like that. That's literally the worst, but I definitely feel like that could be something happening with you guys where it's like there's some type of repair that you have to get, but it's going to be fine, like it's going to work out or whatever. Um but I also feel like this is you rebuilding your life, and that's why you're having this celebration because I feel like I don't know, you could have gone through a lot of things, maybe starting at the beginning of the year. There was just a lot going on, and now things are maybe starting to come back together. Or yeah, you've been trying to figure some shit out, and now it's like it's coming back together. Okay, so we also have breaking point. Yeah, that's so funny that we have breaking point and then we have this that has to do with rebuilding. So it says limit, final, or final straw overwhelmed. So yeah, I definitely feel like there's something being repaired here. I'm definitely hearing credit, but I'm also hearing that it could be your car or like some type of electronic I said device. Okay, but I also feel like you guys could be repairing your health, like your mental health, your physical health. Like there's some type of like health scare maybe some of you guys have had, but I definitely see you guys getting over it because like I can't overlook this celebration. I feel like you're overcoming something. And then we have nourish and how it says like self growth, self focus, soul finding. I definitely feel like there's some type of thing that you're overcoming, and you're overcoming it through like nourishing and focusing and rebuilding. I don't know. So that's why I do feel like it's your credit for some of you guys. For some of you guys, I feel like it's your health or just your life in general because I feel like there's certain things that like fell apart. All right. And then let's see. The high priestess, yeah. I feel there was a lot of stuff going on with you behind the scenes, like shit that people will never know. Shit that people will never know, and but I feel like you're overcoming the I don't know, I keep wanting to say you're overcoming the bullshit. And I also feel like I kept saying, your intuition is like tugging you in a certain direction because that's where you're meant to be, whether it's career, place of residence, job, well, career, job, I mean, love, something like that. But you're definitely being divinely guided in July, regarding your intuition, and like so there's certain directions you're being given, and it's because you're being led somewhere. Oh, look, but we also have the Empress. I love that. So, yeah, I feel like that's funny because this is 2 and this is 3. So, you're definitely making some type of progress. And it's also making me think because, like, the High Priestess can be, like, secretive and, like, things happening behind the scenes. But then the Empress is after, because, for example, because the High Priestess, it's, like, in the womb. But the Empress is, like, giving birth. So I definitely feel like, first of all, there was a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes and it was like falling apart, but I feel like things are coming back together, and it's like your physical life is about to look so amazing, and not just look amazing, it's going to be amazing. Some of you guys might also find out you're pregnant. I don't know. It might keep it secret at first or something like that. Oh, we got another King of Pentacles. That is funny as hell. So there's definitely a King of Pentacles that you're possibly dealing with. This is giving husband or wife material because the fact that we have the Empress. So I definitely feel like you and someone could also be discussing marriage or like taking the next steps in a relationship, or it could be, like I said, your money, you repairing your credit, you making some type of repair to your home, your car or something like that. But yeah, oh, I didn't mean to. Yeah. So we have no. We have you're so beautiful, but we also have no. So the Empress makes me think of the you're so beautiful. But I feel like with this no and you are so beautiful, it also makes me think that you are more beautiful than you realize. And I think you're going to maybe start realizing it this month, like how truly attractive you are. Then we have move on. So you could be finally moving on from something, someone, or this could be you saying no, move on to somebody else that maybe is trying to come back, or I don't know. Oh, did I just see I miss you? Look, I miss you. So this could be, yeah, even how we have reminiscing. So someone's definitely reminiscing. Someone that's seeing you move on, they're definitely reminiscing. Then we have heated. Yeah, this literally has to do with, because she's literally saying like, yeah, I'm moving on because you tried to play me, so I'm gonna move on now. Then we have Aquarius. So this person that you could be moving on from or that's missing you or whatever could have Aquarius in their chart. They could have Libra. Yeah, that's funny as how I definitely have this lion ass Libra that still frequents my stories. Mm-mm-mm. So that could be y'all dealing with something like that. 1 week. So maybe you're celebrating something the first week of July, or um something from this reading is going to start playing out in the first week of July or something. I don't know. But yep, Pi One, that was your reading. I hope it resonated with you. Oops. And I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Peace. Hello, hello, hello. Those of you that chose pile number two. Excuse me. Let's get into your reading all about June 20. I said June, July 2025. Okay, where the intention of this is to get insight about your love life, your personal life, your career, your finances, all that stuff that may be happening for you in July, but there's no structure. Is we just gonna see what comes out, okay? So these two cards are meant to be like the overall theme of what you can expect in July. Wow, interesting. We have do nothing and we have release blocks. Very interesting. Do nothing and release blocks. Interesting. So July, it's making me think that there's going to be a lot of blocks being removed in your life, but you don't have to do anything. And when I say don't do anything, I don't mean like you're just sitting there like do, you know what I'm saying? But I think it makes me think of a lot of what I've been learning about like self-concept, manifestation, things like that. And I feel like the work that you've been doing on yourself or you're currently doing on yourself is what's releasing these blocks from your life. You changing your mindset, you changing your mindset. I feel like it's what's changing your life because oftentimes we'll think we have to do like so much things. We have to do so many different things just to make something happen. But for you, I feel like what's happening, I guess, is that you are getting, I don't know, like there's certain blocks being removed because of how you're beginning to think about yourself. in your life, the stories that you tell yourself. Like you're changing your inner narrative. That's what I'm yes, that's what it is. You're changing your inner narrative, and because you're doing that, it's helping you to release certain blockages in your life. Four of Pentacles. So I definitely think money blocks are being released. Oh yeah, Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so let's talk about that. So I definitely think money blocks are being released. Because nine. I mean, I was gonna say Nine of Pentacles. What? Four of Pentacles. It can have to do with someone that is maybe penny pinching, or maybe not even penny pinching, but like maybe just all your money is just it just goes to responsibilities. Like there's never maybe you don't have enough. Oh, excuse me. Maybe sometimes you don't have enough to like maybe you have what you need to cover bills, but then you don't have money for vacation or other fun things you want to do. You know what I'm saying? So I think that is being released, especially because the 10 of Pentacles is a card that has to do with like, getting a windfall of money, having so much money that you can share with your family, the people that you love and stuff. So I do think like your money blockages are definitely being removed. Like any yeah, I don't know how else to explain it. Any blocks you've had surrounding money, it's being removed after a period of only being able to spend money strictly on just your responsibilities. Yeah, look, we got Two of Swords and we got Nine of Swords. So interesting how we're getting like Pentacle, Pentacle, then Sword, Sword. So yeah, with Two of Swords and Nine of Swords, it's definitely making me think that another thing that could be happening for you this month is that excuse me. Oh my goodness, maybe I need to take a break after this. It's so funny because we have do nothing, and I feel like maybe there's a need for more rest this month. You'll be able to rest more, or there's gonna be like I don't know, like you'll be able to relax. And even if it's not like, okay, you're just laying around all day, I feel like you're going to be able to feel more at peace regarding your financial stability. Because I feel like maybe, there were some blocks or something like that. And then with this Two of Swords and this Nine of Swords, it's definitely making me think that like there was just a lot of just random things that was happening where you're like, oh my goodness, like an unexpected expense or just a lot of unexpected things possibly happening with your finances. But I feel like that's coming to an end. Yeah. And it's so interesting because with this do nothing card, her hands are like this, and then with Two of Swords, it's like this as well. So I feel like there may be some decisions you're gonna have to make. Um, or maybe it's not that because I mean making no decision is a decision, but I feel like I don't know, like something's gonna work itself out where maybe you're like, oh, should I do this? Should I do that? Should I do this? Should I do that? It's like there's gonna be a very clear how can I explain this? Like a clear sign to go in a certain direction. Um, I don't know if that makes sense. Like, let's say you're like, oh, I don't know, should I quit my job? Shouldn't I quit my job? Like going back and forth with yourself, but there's gonna be a clear decision or a clear sign that makes you be like, oh yeah, I should leave my job, or oh no, I should stay at my job. Like there's something like that happening here where you are I don't know, like realizing the right direction. I keep getting quiet because I'm just trying to hear what Spirit is saying. Like, you're going to know that you made the right decision. Even if it was more so of like you made this decision not knowing if you are being led in the right direction. It makes me think of another pile. So you may have been drawn to another pile. But yeah, this do nothing card definitely makes me feel like it's almost like, yeah, the Spirit is making it very clear as far as certain things where you're like, oh, you have no other choice but to make that decision, if that makes sense. Or okay, let's just move on. Let's just move on. Girl with the snake, charmed or used, enable and boundaries. Okay, whenever I see this card, it always makes me think of someone that attracts things easily. Because it makes me think of a snake charmer. Makes me think of a snake charmer and how they like, clearly charm the snake and they make the snake dance and do all this other stuff. So I feel like that's you, like realizing through self-concept and affirmations and doing things to change your frequency is what's getting the results. Not you doing like 5,000 things, getting 5 jobs, doing all this other stuff. It's your frequency. Like you're realizing that you need to change your frequency. Oh wow, and it says 522. Okay. Hopeless. Yeah, sinking, despair, falling apart. And that's right next to this 9 of swords. So whenever I see hopeless, it just makes me think of someone. Yeah, because okay. Because we have girl with the snake that she can do whatever she want to do. She can control the snake. She can attract whatever she wants to attract. But then we have hopeless over here. And that's the complete opposite, where it's like, oh, I don't know what to do. Everything's falling apart. But I feel like you're gonna be seeing your way out of a situation. There's gonna be like some type of blockage removed, or there's gonna be something that you end up, some type of sign you end up seeing that's like, okay, I have no choice but to make this decision to go this way. I don't know. I'm just wondering how many people are gonna pick this pile. But yeah, I definitely feel like you're getting out of a situation that felt hopeless. Like you're getting out of a time period of your life where, yeah, things felt blocked. Things felt, I don't know, like there was some type of blockage here. Let's see. Look, we also have silence, and then we have depth. So silence is frozen, no words, stone wall. And then we have depth, awareness, importance, and value. And it's so funny that we have silence here, and then it says stone wall. So when you're hitting a wall. But then we have depth, and depth is when you can go deep and not hit like a wall. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So yeah, I definitely feel like there's like, it kind of makes me think of the reading that I dropped on my YouTube, the surprises you don't see coming and stuff, because it's giving that July is going to be a month where your life goes from here to here. Because see how we have the girl with the snake, but then we have hopeless. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be like here to here. So I definitely feel like your life could be doing like a quick 180 in July, where it's like, because even how we have silence here, it could have been like you're not hearing back from jobs, you're not getting approved, you're not like, there have been some blockages, but then something is happening, maybe through your self-concept, through learning more about manifestation, through changing the stories you tell yourself, changing your narrative. It's like it's turning things around for you, from Stonewall to, yeah, multiple opportunities coming your way, multiple people coming your way. Like, I don't know. It's going from silence and restriction to fun and freedom. I don't know. Very interesting, Pal 2. Okay, so let's see what else. Look, we have the Emperor. Was that in the. No, that was in another reading I did that's on YouTube. Okay, so yeah, the Emperor. I feel like, yeah, you're going. Yeah, okay, okay. So you're going from this Knight of Pentacles to the Emperor. And it's so funny because I accidentally said the Nine of Pentacles. And what do we have here? Literally the Nine of Pentacles. That is so funny. So yeah, I feel like you're going from this Knight to this Emperor. So definitely check out my pick my pick a card that I dropped on YouTube recently because it's making me think of that, like a certain pile that had this similar message. And then we have, yeah, Nine of Pentacles. So yeah, that definitely makes me think that you're going from not having much to having a lot. And it's so funny because with the Nine of Pentacles, we have Nine of Pentacles, then we have Ten of Pentacles, which Nine of Pentacles is like you have enough money to take care of yourself. But then we have Ten of Pentacles, which is being able to take care of yourself and like your loved ones with the amount of money that you are making. Okay, so I definitely feel like you're manifesting more money in July and going to be a lot more like financially free. Okay, so let's pull from the bowl of answers real quick. Yeah, look, we have new job, career path. I'm telling you, some of y'all are about to get a new job and it's going to pay very well. We have someone wants to be more than friends. Oh. So I it makes me think of what I said because I said there could be multiple people trying to come at you and get at you. And we have Leo. So Leo season could be significant because Leo season starts at the end of July. So that could be significant. You could have one of the fixed signs in your chart: Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus. So yeah. Oh, baby mama or baby daddy drama. Oh Lord. Mm. 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 So sorry to break it to you. I mean, you may not even have children, but there could be some drama with someone from your past, or if you have children, there could be, I don't know. But for some reason, even though that this is here, I do feel like there may be, look, may be a solution found between you guys. I don't know. Then we have I miss you. So maybe your baby daddy or baby mama miss you. I don't know. Then we have after the storm. So yeah, like I said, I do feel like there was a tough time. I don't know, you're going from not having anything or certain restrictions to having a lot more freedom. There's something you don't know. Interesting. So for some of you guys, you don't realize that, yeah, this is about to be your reality where things aren't as stormy. March. So March could have been significant. That could have been the beginning of some BS that was happening. Maybe you were born in March. Yeah, then we have going viral, fame, promotion. So that could be you going viral. Maybe you had times where you felt like, oh, my page is shadow banned or something like that. But now you're about to see more traction. Oh, look, we have protect your energy. The haters are lurking. See, I didn't want to say this, but I know it came up in that reading that I'm talking about. Binding spell. And hey, I'm just a messenger. Then we have think before you act. And then we have yes. So like I said, I definitely feel like some of you guys are getting a new job, a new place, a new car. There's like you're going to start hearing yes after hearing a bunch of no's or experiencing a lot of like, I don't know, just not so great things. I don't know. So we have love yourself first. Self-care isn't selfish. So yeah, I feel like that self-concept is changing, and that's why your life is changing. Okay, so that was your reading, pile number 2. I really hope it resonated with you, and I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Peace. Hello, hello, hello. Those of you that chose pile number 3, let's get into your reading all about your June. I keep saying June. What the hell? I'm in July 2025. Okay? So these first 2 cards are meant to be like a almost like a overall theme of what you can expect in July. Okay? So we have strength and accept responsibility. So this is giving the strength to accept responsibility. So this is also making me think like you holding yourself more accountable. You holding yourself more accountable and maybe seeing like just becoming more self-aware of like how maybe you get in your own way, or like certain mistakes you keep making, or like cycles you keep like repeating or something like that. But this accept responsibility is also making me think like you and someone having a conversation where both parties are accepting responsibility. You know what I mean? Like maybe there was a fight or something, and like you're admitting your wrongs, the other person's admitting their wrongs, something like that. So girl, yeah, I definitely feel like, yeah, there's some type of conversation or just you accepting responsibility for yourself and your actions and, things like that. Okay, so we also have 3 of Swords reversed. And then the High Priestess. So, yeah, it's definitely giving me more. It's giving that you have more self awareness or something, but it's definitely also making me think of maybe a falling out that you had with someone and both parties taking responsibility or something like that. But then also, this is making me think of that mirror concept with the accepting responsibilities. Because I keep talking about this, but I'm super into things having to do with manifestation and shit like that. So, one thing that's been like really transforming me and my mindset and my life, I feel like, is realizing like with that mirror concept, if you have a black shirt on and you look in the mirror, you're going to see a black shirt. You're not going to see a red shirt because you yourself did not put on that red shirt. You didn't go and change your shirt. So how could you look in the mirror and expect a red shirt? You know what I'm saying? And you can apply that to reality by like, okay, if you want a different reality, what are you doing to change yourself so that your reality can look like how you want it to look? If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. So I definitely feel like that's something that's happening for you guys. Like maybe you're getting into things like that, hopefully maybe because of this reading, or maybe you already are into things like that, so it's like causing you to be like, oh, okay, I need to stop playing. I need to like take accountability. Okay, so then we have 4 of Wands, and then we have the Empress. Her titty is out, so we gotta not show it, but yeah. So yeah, with this 4 of Wands and then strength and accept responsibility, I feel like for some of you guys, July could be a month where you're moving. Some of you guys could be moving to a new home, especially with Empress here. Did that come up in another pile? I think it did. Yeah, it did come up in another pile. Was it pile 1? I don't remember y'all, but yeah, Empress is here. So anywho, yeah, I feel like some of you guys are getting a new home, a new place. Y'all are moving somewhere new or whatever. So, it could also be like, accept responsibility where it's like you're taking on a new responsibility. So, yeah, it could be a new home. It could be a new job. It could be a new child. It could be a new car. There's some type of like obligation that you could be taking on in July. So, yeah, it could be any of those things. And then also, you could be celebrating. Some of you guys could be getting engaged, or maybe you and your partner are moving in with each other, or like there's some type of like milestone that you're reaching with your partner, or just maybe within your own life. Like, for example, like I said, you and your partner are moving in together, getting engaged, I don't know, something like that. Or it could even be like a life milestone, like I said, getting your own place, or getting a certain car, or like there's some type of goal you're reaching, or milestone that you're reaching in July, where yeah, you weren't there at first. Okay. And then we also have passion, insane chemistry, sparks, and having fun, equal interest, burning desire. Wow. So yeah, that definitely makes me think you and a person. You and a person like getting back on the same page, but this is definitely giving you and your boo. Like there's something significant about you and your person and July, where it's like maybe you guys are spending more time together. That's why I'm like, are y'all moving in with each other, or like there's something going on with that? Okay, look, we got family, and this is fertility, parenthood, pregnancy. Didn't I say some of you guys, it could be a baby? There could be a baby. That is funny, but this could also be, like I said, a person. This could definitely be like a person, like you and your person, like getting serious, moving in with each other, deciding, hey, let's start a family, let's get married, there's something, and it's interesting because it is Cancer season. So it makes sense that maybe some of you guys are having these conversations, especially if you're a cardinal sign, Cancer, Capricorn, Libra, or Aries. I've been saying this for like months now, that these were the signs that it's like something with marriage and family and home and the future. That's going to be the themes for these signs. So, yeah, yeah, y'all. I mean, you don't have to be those signs, but I've definitely noticed that for the cardinal signs, and we'll also throw the water signs in there. So, Cancer is already a cardinal sign, but Scorpio and Pisces, those could be some significant things going on for these signs, where like where you live, your job, your relationships, family. Yeah, those are major themes right now. Okay. So yeah, we also have shallow. That's funny because the other pile had depth, and now we have shallow. So it says hollow, empty, boredom. I don't know. I feel like that's ending, especially because we have passion here. Because we have, this says boredom, but then we have passion, which is like not boredom. Like I feel like that's the opposite of boredom. So I definitely feel like there's some type of like, after a period of boredom or stagnancy or something, I definitely feel like there's some passion or something going on. Like I feel like life is about to get more exciting starting July. Okay? And then we have sorrow. Yeah, sorrow reversed. And it literally says depression on here, grief and loss. But that's reversed. So yeah, I definitely feel like you're stepping out of a time period where things were boring, things were empty, and this makes me think of like empty home. So some of you guys, you and your partner are moving in with each other. I'm serious. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what else. Eight of Wands. So yeah, quick changes. This is a month where a lot of quick changes are happening for you out of nowhere. And I mean, it makes sense because Jupiter is also in Cancer and we're currently in Cancer season. So it's making that conjunction. Well, I think it's going to be out of conjunction the further we move on in Cancer season. But I do feel like Cancer season is that month where there's going to be a lot of like quick expansion where you're just like, whoa, like, whoa, I didn't expect things to move so fast with this person. I didn't expect to move so quickly with this job opportunity or with moving or with, I don't know. There's just a lot going on. And I also wonder if it's because Uranus is in Taurus at the 29th degree, but is about to move to Gemini. So there is a lot of like random quick things happening. Okay? Especially if you have mutable, like if you're in the early degrees of mutable. So if you have a mutable sign in your chart, so that's Virgo, Pisces, Gemini, and Sagittarius, along with this cardinal energy, yeah, you can definitely expect a lot of quick, random things. And like what I meant by like the early degrees, it's like I would say anywhere from 0 to 10 degrees. You're definitely gonna see a lot of like random, like the most random shit start taking place, but I feel like it's gonna be good. Maybe things were a little rough in the past. Because Uranus, it can bring a lot of great stuff, but it's gonna bring a lot of bullshit too. So look, we have Ten of Pentacles again. So definitely, if you were drawn to another pile, definitely go watch it because Ten of Pentacles was in there. So yeah, we have Ten of Pentacles, and this is literally family. So I definitely think family is going to be a big theme. And I definitely feel like you and someone are going to be discussing family and marriage because we even have the Hierophant card. And if you don't mind my faded ass cards, but if you look closely, it's like two people. And that to me always made me think of like initiation, but it also always made me think of like marriage. So I do feel like some of you guys are getting engaged, married, like there's a seriousness about a certain relationship, or it could even just be like your career, like or like I said, your career or your finance, something, because I feel like there's a responsibility here. So, and this makes me think of responsibility as well, and this is ruled by Taurus, which we just talked about Taurus energy, but you're taking on some type of new responsibility here. And I also feel like I hear someone saying they want to do right by you. So they take the responsibility of doing that. So, very interesting. Pile 3. Where is the Bull of Answers? Okay. Got the Bull of Answers. This came out in every pile. So, it says going viral, fame, promo, promotion. So, yep, that could be true for you. Take the risk. It's worth it. Yeah, see, I feel like someone wants to take a risk and be with you, but this could also be taking a risk. Actually, no. I think someone wants to take the risk and be with you or something. Or there is some type of new responsibility that feels like a risk, but it's the right thing. All right, so we have I miss you. So someone misses you, and they might tell you. And then we have Gift and a Curse by Meg Thee Stallion. And that song, she's basically, it makes me think of how we just talked about New Place, because she says, I pay my own rent. Ain't no ninja sleeping over. Put me in my place. Ninja, be grateful that you get to breathe in a real bitch face. So yeah, that could be you talking to somebody and be like, okay. Look, my stomach is growling. It's time to eat. So we have love yourself first. Self care isn't selfish. So this came up in another pile. So it could have been drawn to another pile. And we have Leo. So that's right after Cancer season. So, and that's towards the end of July. So this month definitely I feel like it's very significant for you, where there's like growth with your family or with your relationships or with your career. Like there's a lot of pivotal things. Like I feel like you could be having some transits happening in your first, your fourth, your seventh, or your 10th house, especially with Jupiter energy. Yeah, there's definitely some significant changes that are happening for you during Cancer season, especially if, like I said, you're having a transit in one of those houses, or you're like a cardinal sign, with like maybe a bit of mutable in your chart as well. Or maybe you're a mutable sign with cardinal in your chart. I don't know. But there's going to be a lot of significant changes this month because of the Jupiter and the Sun and Uranus. Okay? So that was your reading pile number 3. I really hope it resonated with you. I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Peace.